Hey y'all, so today we are making pecan caramel rolls. So first you want to start off melting 1 stick of butter, salted or unsalted, in a skillet. Butter, not margarine. This is very important. And to that you want to add 1 packed cup of brown sugar. And you want to mix that in until it's very well combined. You're going to see a little bit of separation, but that's okay. And right before this, I actually burned a batch of caramel. So my advice is to cook this about medium low because you don't want to cook it too fast. And right here, I decided to switch to a whisk because like the spatula wasn't doing much for me anymore. And I continued to whisk that together and combine it even further. And as you can see, it's really gonna start to thicken up, especially as it starts to bubble. During this process, you would just want to be really patient, okay? Because patience is going to either make or break this caramel. All right, so after a couple minutes, it's gonna come together beautifully just like this. And guys, look at that consistency. It is so beautiful and smooth. Patience is king here, okay? So what you wanna do is very slowly add 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. Again, very slowly, guys, and make sure that is room temperature. And just to be safe, I popped it in the microwave for about 30 seconds just to take the chill off, just to be safe because I didn't want it to like steam up in my face. So after you add that cream, you want to continue to whisk, okay? Be very patient. Patience is the name of the game, y'all, and it is still over this medium low heat. And after you add the heavy cream, you want to let it boil for, it's recommended for about 3 to 5 minutes, but I knew I was throwing it in the oven, so I only did about 2 to 3. Okay, you just want to really make sure that this doesn't burn on you. So continue to whisk for about that 2 to 3 minutes. I forgot to add, make sure your oven is preheated to whatever temperature it says on your roll of pre-made cinnamon rolls. Okay, and as you can see, I added a teaspoon of vanilla and half a teaspoon of salt. But if you're using salted butter, you can either omit that or use a little bit less. And so you want to take a pan and you want to make sure that it's very well buttered, okay, because you don't want anything to stick. So butter all the creases and crevices and all that stuff. Just really butter this pan down until you get something that looks like this. Okay? And so to this pan, you want to take that beautiful caramel and you want to add about 1.5 cups or to taste. Just enough to cover the bottom, and not just cover it, but a substantial amount. And you're gonna have about 1 cup of caramel left, and just throw it in a container and put it in your refrigerator. So to that pan, you want to add as many pecans as you want. I actually really like pecans, so I added a lot, but you can add less. And on top of that, you're going to take your store-bought cinnamon rolls and you're going to just place them on top of the caramel and the pecans, okay? This is how I usually place them because I think it's, easier to place them this way. So, whatever your heart desires, but this is my recommendation right here. I personally don't believe in wasting, so what we're going to do is we're going to add that pack of icing that comes in the cinnamon rolls to a bowl, okay? And we're going to make a caramel icing. It's really easy. We're going to empty that into a bowl and add some of our homemade caramel. I started with a tablespoon and combined that really well. And after tasting that, I decided that it needed just a little bit more caramel, okay? But again, this part is to taste, so add as much caramel as little caramel as you want, okay? Look, okay? So while those are cooling for about 3 to 5 minutes, we're going to line a plate that is large enough to fit over the pan. We're going to line that with wax paper because we're going to take these caramel rolls and we're going to flip them out over the plate. And the wax paper is very important so the caramel doesn't stick. And see why that butter was really important? We want every bit of everything to flip out without a problem. Now look at those. delicious. And I'm gonna just give y'all a second to look, okay? We're going to take that caramel icing that we made and we're going to drizzle it right over the top of these pecan caramel rolls after they've cooled for about an additional 3 to 5 minutes, because you don't want this drizzle to melt into the rolls. I decided to add a few extra pecans, but that's completely up to you. But y'all, take a look at this. They look good. They taste even better. If you try this recipe, definitely let me know. Thank you so much for watching.